this is beginning to look fantastic. I'm super happy with the way this looks. Okay, folks, welcome back to another episode of Odyssey Life. I'm Bernie. This is the Odyssey Life Workshop, and I am super excited you stopped by today because today we got a FL250 GT250 video for you. That's right. As the thumbnail said, we're going to be fixing the upholstery tabs on the bottom of our seat back. But before we get to that and the new tools that we got today, we're going to go ahead talk about the GT250 for a second. This is a 1981 FL250 themed after a 1967 Mustang GT 500, which makes this the GT250. It's, basically painted. We got signal red, 2 white racing stripes, silver metallic frame, CW race engine, brand new rebuilt transmission, new tires, rims, plastics. Guys, we got it all. And when it's done, we're going to give it away. This project was sponsored by our proud sponsor, Joe from Odyssey TV. This is his way to give him back to all his faithful customers, and he's super excited about it. So many exciting things still left to come on this. So if you would like your free chance to win, go ahead and subscribe to the Odyssey Life YouTube channel so you can get on the list and go in the hat when we pick the name for the winner when this baby's finally done. So super exciting. We got new tools, so we're going to check them out. Then we're going to get to replacing the upholstery tabs on our seat back. Oh yeah, before we go, don't forget about the Odyssey Life Facebook page. Go ahead, head over there. So in between videos, you can keep up with what's going on with Odyssey Life, especially if there's an announcement about the giveaway. You definitely don't want to miss it. So go ahead, swing over to Facebook, join the Odyssey Life Facebook page so you can keep up with everything going on in the Odyssey Life garage. It's a whole different Odyssey experience over there. We appreciate every member. So, all right, folks, don't forget, Joe from Odyssey TV, our new tools and our seat back. Let's have some fun. As I said, we did get our new upholstery tabs cut on the CNC burn table at work, and that's going to replace all those rusted tabs that you see right there. And they go all the way back around here. There's our couple new belts for our Dynafile there. I brought a couple tools home that we're going to be using today, so we don't want to take off a lot of metal. So we're also going to be using these composite. They look like sponges, but they're super abrasive, and they'll only remove the paint and rust. I also got one of them for our angle grinder over here to get down into the cracks. Yeah, so we're gonna get to removing those tabs and get new ones put on so the seat back can go for reupholstery. All right, let's get to work. the old tabs, except for these couple down here. And we got that side as well. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw on our composite wheel, and we're going to clean all this up. Alright, let me get you set up. After the breaker popped 3 times and our camera overheated twice, we're going to call it a night, come back in the morning. As you can see, we're making this look beautiful already. Removed most of the old tab material. Still got a tiny little bit more to go. Get that done. Use the abrasive disc, clean it up, wipe it down. We'll put some etching primer on there, and then we'll go ahead and we'll weld our new tabs on there. Alright, see you back here. It's going to be about 7 hours for me, but it's just going to be a... Okay, it's the next day. Just a blink in time for you, but it's overcast, cloudy, and supposed to rain. But the temperature is super manageable, and you can see the mountain over there. The humidity is not that bad. So, alright, we're going to get back over here on our seat bottom. I was looking at this in the daylight, and I'm really pleased with the amount of progress we got done last night before we popped the breaker the last time. I was thinking that we're going to use our Dynafile right here. We're going to use that to get in that corner, clean all that up, get those tabs out of the way so we can get the new ones put in. As I said, all the rust was just 100% focused on those tack strips. All the structural steel underneath, all the rust was superficial and it came off. There's no pitting, you know, it was just those upholstery tabs take a beating. So alright, we're gonna go ahead. I went ahead and took a picture of this side just to make sure when we do that side we put the tabs in all the right places. Even though I can see where the spot welds are, they got these little circles right there. So it isn't going to be hard to put them back in. So alright guys, let's get busy. Alright, that Dynafile did the trick. We got all the old tab metal off of the side here, and we also got this all cleaned up in the corner. There's a tiny little flake of tab material left right here in the corner. I'll get that out. You could see I was fighting with having the air compressor keep pressure while we were running these air tools. I just had to crank the PSI down. I was running too high to conserve air in the tank. So I think we should probably go ahead, clean up the rest of this, clean up this side, clean it all up, and then primer it all, and then tack weld all of our strips on all at the same time, as opposed to doing this side and then doing this and then doing that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get all this done so then we can put the self-etching primer on there and tack weld our new strips on. Alright guys, it's just pretty tedious work, just grinding and sanding, so I'm just gonna do the whole time-lapse thing and you guys can rock along to the music. Alright, see you in a second. Well, we're getting really close to applying our etching primer. We're going to take our polycarbonate discs. We're going to clean all this up, make it look like this side right here. So then we can wipe it all down with Windex, let it dry, and then hit it with the self-etching primer so we can go ahead and tack weld on our new upholstery strips. We're almost done. It's looking fantastic. This is beginning to look fantastic. I'm super happy with the way this looks. I've got some hand sanding to do in the corners and valleys, down in here, and then down around the inside. Even though this side looks good and this side looks good, I still want to do some hand sanding just to smooth out some spots. We hit it with the Dynafile, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Ain't no sense on me putting a camera. I just want to get that part done. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start hand sanding, and I'll check back in with you when I'm done. All right, the final step we have to do, go ahead, spray this down with some Windex, wipe it with our clean, even though it doesn't look clean, it really is clean. Clean lint-free rag. Let it dry, and then we can hit it with the self-etching primer. All right, now we're ready. We'll let this dry, and then we'll put on our self-etching primer. Fantastic. So let me explain this self-etching primer step. This is what we have here. We have a whole bunch of bare metal. And it's what we want to do is we want to make sure we primer all this bare metal before we attach these strips. We don't want to basically sandwich clean metal up against here without it being protected, because it's a place for moisture to get trapped, and then we have happen exactly what happened. Rust gets in behind the strips, starts eating them from the inside out. So what we're going to do is we're going to primer the back of all these. We're going to primer all this, and then yeah, we're going to let it dry, and then I'm going to show you guys how to use this little Harbor Freight Flux Core 125 welder. All right, let's get this primered up. Folks, I couldn't be more happier that even though it's still drying, I can't be more happier with how that turned out. It looks really good because this primer has metal properties. We'll be able to weld right over this, slap those painted pieces right against those painted sides, and we'll weld them up. All right, it's just a waiting game now for this paint to dry, and then we'll follow it up with a second coat. See you back in a second. All right, folks, I super apologize for having to break this up into 2 videos, but last night's electrical issue put us about 5 hours behind editing this video, so we're gonna have to break this up into 2 parts. So the next FL250 video, we will definitely be tack welding our upholstery strips to our seat back getting that all lined out, getting it painted and protected, so we can go ahead, drop that seat back off, have the upholstery done. So in the meantime, don't forget GT250 giveaway. Subscribe to the Odyssey Life YouTube channel for your free chance to win. Yeah, things are heating up, guys. Joe from Odd A TV's making all this possible. This is his way to give back to you guys for 15 years of buying parts. Super excited about that. And you can keep up with everything going on here by going over to the Odyssey Life Facebook page, joining, so you can become a member of the family. It's a whole different Odyssey experience over here. We answer all questions. So I guess until next week, none of this is work. If you're having fun, have a good week. Stay safe. God bless the USA. So amazing.